go! Stream is starting. Very good, very good. Like that. Nice. We live, son. Sick. Sick, tasty, jam nasty. Yeah. How's everybody doing? Is everyone having a good time? Do 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 do. The jazz is back, y'all. It's back. Do, do, do. I wonder if I could raise this monitor down a tad. So I don't want to be looking down here. Like, hey, everyone enjoying the stream? I'm looking at the floor. Cool. Hi, fam. I saw somebody say, hello. Everyone having a good time. Welcome to the weekly, it seems, Q&A session. Where I sit down and I say, I'm not going to make it this long this time. And then it ends up being longer. Jack, can you dab? I'm a man of the people. Someone says dab, I have to appease. But not anymore. That's the only one. It's the only one you get. You only get one. You only get one dab. Need something funny to tweet out alongside this. Actually, I don't need something funny. I just want something that's not just, I'm live. Cool. Oh yeah. That's what I should do it. Live with Sean Sensual Steen. If you haven't watched that video today, then it's not going to make any sense. I love that. Somebody just wrote dick. Fair play to you. Proud of you. Am I? I don't know if I'm proud. I don't know if I should be proud of something that requires such little effort. I'm doing a live thing. Come hang out and have some fun. If you want. I mean, I'm not your dad. I'm not your mom. Dad sounds a bit weird. I'm not your mom, so you can do whatever you like. Cool! People are showing up. How's everybody doing? I don't know why I asked that. There's like 7 billion of you. Well, 11,000, but that's close enough. Oh, 14,000. Never mind. I was at 15,000. Oh, I'm sorry. I take it back. Did everyone have a good Saturday? Did you enjoy your time doing whatever you did? I had a good Saturday. It just went by too quick. Fix the damn audio. You're literally the only person I saw write that. Literally nobody else said anything about audio, so I don't know what the problem is. Are you sure it's not on your end? Is it on my end? I don't know. The chat is giving me a headache. Yeah. And it's on slow mode. Which kind of sucks. It's not working. Let me see if I can just tinker tank something around. Because it's like, I don't want to limit people too much. There we go. Let's see if that helps. Save the changes! Thanks. Best hair, Jack. I need a fucking haircut. I need a lawn clipping. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much hair. It's too much hair on my fucking head. I was playing Overwatch right before I did this, by the way. Getting some sick plays. Some sick plays of the game. I wasn't. I didn't get any plays of the game because my team were fucking awful. It's like, oh, we're running in? Oh, no, we're just all gonna hang back and be snipers and not do anything. That's fine. As long as you get your Yuga Waga Teki Wakarao play of the game, that's fine. I don't mind, man. Anyway, what am I talking about? What's happening? Do. There it is. Are you gonna play Outlast 2? Yeah, I am. Definitely. I just didn't realize it was coming out so soon. I don't know why I kept thinking that it was coming out in, like, October for Halloween. But no, it's coming out on the 25th. That's pretty neat. That's in, like, just under 3 weeks. Haha! Yes! I'm definitely playing that. I was thinking about whether if I was going to live stream it or actually play it on the channel, because a lot of people are going to be playing it, and I, like... Not that people shouldn't play it or anything, it's just that, like, everybody... And, like, especially for the audience, when you go to your subfeeds, you don't want everyone uploading the same game, but I did the first game on the channel, and I like playing those on the channel. I like turning them into Let's Plays, so I might do that. And also, I kind of need, like, a new long series, because I did Night in the Woods, and that ended, and now I'm looking for something new, so Outlast 2 might be the thing to fill that gap. It's just that I don't upload any series daily. I don't even upload it like every second day most times, and everybody else who's uploading the videos uploads them daily. So by the time my, like, 4th episode comes out, some people have the game finished already. I'll still play it, don't worry. Just saying the conundrums that go with a new release like that. And streaming it is not really the same thing. I can't join chat. Why not? Aw. I'm looking for questions. Do you still have a huge fear of heights? If so, do you have a fear of flying? No, I don't have a fear of flying, which is weird. Because the fear of heights isn't like, oh, I'm afraid I'm going to fall or anything. It's just, you can't really explain it. You're on something really high and you look down and your legs kind of, like, crinkle in together. And you feel that, like, you get the willies. You get this, like, weird sensation in, like, your lower half of your body. No, it's not arousal. And you just feel like you have to hold on. I never think, like, oh god, I'm gonna, like, trip over this and fall off and die. Or anything like that. And that's why being in a plane is not that bad, because when you're in the air, you kind of feel like you're just in a bus or something. Like, everything's enclosed around you, so it's not like, and even looking out the window, it's just a tiny little hole. It's that feeling of having nothing underneath you that's kind of scary. Do you like jazz? Hey buddy, loved your Spyro 3 Let's Play. Any future plans for more PS1 or retro gamers? Or games, not gamers. Yeah, I just don't know what to play. So I don't want to play anything that's stupidly long either. And Spyro ended up being longer than I actually remembered it being. Well, that's because I also tried to 100% many of the levels. So, yeah, I'll play another retro game eventually. I just don't know what to play. And I did talk about playing Crash before, but now that the remaster's coming out, I might just play that instead. God, why does my face look super red in the camera? What are you doing to me, camera? You piece of shit. Are you there, Jack? I mean, yeah. I don't know, who else do you think you're watching? When are you re-dyeing your hair? I don't know. I did say before that I'm letting the hair grow out and go back to normal eventually this year. I don't think it'll be yet. But I have no plans of re-dyeing it anytime soon. Because it just takes too fucking long. You have to sit there for like 2 hours just getting hair dye. It's not worth it. Fuck you, Jack. Oh, you wish, buddy. Do you have a dog? Not yet. I do want a dog, though. Do you have any embarrassing stories? Just watch the reading comments video that went up. Who is your biggest inspiration in life? I don't know. I think that's part of my problem. Well, not my problem. I don't have a problem, per se. But I don't think I have, like, a solid inspiration. I don't have anyone that I look to for guidance or anything like that, really, these days. And it's kind of putting a lot of things up in flux, where if something needs to happen, I'm like, oh, I'm not sure about that. Who should I ask? So I don't really have anybody like that right now. Well, I have people that I talk to, of course, about stuff that's happening and getting second opinions and everything, but I don't have, like, an inspiration anymore. And I think an inspiration is good to have, because it keeps you motivated, it keeps you challenged, it makes you want to do cool things yourself. Does PewDiePie have a dick? No, he is one. He's just a giant walking one. Like, on the balls, he just bounces around like one of those hippity hops. Apart from heights, what do you fear? Crippling loneliness. I mean, the same ones as everyone. Sharks, snakes. But not being around them very often, I can't really say them. I don't really have a fear of spiders. I just think they're creepy. And I never used to be that way. When I was younger, I was always the one who was able to grab the spiders and throw them away or something. Or go up and look at them and be, oh, that's cool. These days, I don't know, it gives me that feeling up my back. How can you spot a question when this chat goes so quickly? Well, normally I bounce to Twitter for a lot of stuff, but for the chat here, I can, like, scroll back up and it stops auto-refreshing, because then a little blue arrow comes up to let you click to the bottom of it again. So I let it stop, and then I go back and see what people have been posting, and then I catch up to the live ones. Are you scared of clowns? Yeah. I mean, if I saw a clown on the street, it's not like an irrational fear. If I saw a clown on the street, I'm not just going to suddenly scream at them and run away. It's just that clowns are creepy when they're put into creepy environments. Like horror movies or horror games. Do you hate non-Irish people? No, my friend, because that would be, well, I guess racism in some regards, but it would also be xenophobia. No, I don't hate non-Irish people. What kind of question is that? Did you play GAA? Okay, for anyone who doesn't know, the GAA is the Gaelic Athletics Association in Ireland. It's like hurling and football and camogie and, like, female footballers and everything. Everything like Irish sports, basically. So I tried hurling once, but never on, like, an actual... Actually, I don't think you can count that as trying hurling once. It was just me in a sports field. But I didn't actually, like, join a team or a club or anything like that. But I did play football for a club. But I was bad at it. And I didn't want to go to training. Are you excited about moving to Brighton? Yeah! I'm not excited about all the packing that's left. We've been packing down some stuff gradually lately. Like, we went through a lot of stuff, like our clothes that we're not bringing, or, like, stuff that we're definitely not bringing. We're whittling all that down. And then we'll go over it again and see what we're definitely bringing. So we're just trying to pack the necessities and the essentials for when we get there first. So, it's not fun. Because I have so much more shit than I remembered. And there's like, I have like 9 boxes of fan gifts that I don't really know what to do with. So some of it is going to go to like a storage place here. And then, I don't know. It's difficult to try and figure out what I'm doing with all this stuff. Go to Argentina, you fucking idiota. Idiota. But I don't have any reason to go to Argentina. I want you to play Finding Bigfoot. I kind of want to play it too. I just want to find someone to play it with, and there's a lot of multiplayer stuff going on still on the channel. After, like, the last live stream, I said I had, like, 3 prop hunts, and Overwatch with Bob, and different things like that, and, like, in the last 2 weeks, I've uploaded so many multiplayer things, so I'm trying to calm it down a small bit. And all the guys are in LA this week, so we didn't, because we normally record every Thursday, so we didn't record this week. So I'm trying to, like, space all the multiplayer stuff out. So I don't want to play Finding Bigfoot. And I want to play it with somebody. Sorry, the freaking hangnail. I want to play it with somebody instead of just playing it on my own. I'm getting messages from people. What's going on? Robin, you're weird. Jack, is Antisepticeye dead? Well, one would question if he was ever alive in the first place. Fuckity fuck, the chat in Jacksepticeye's live chat is exploding and I can't write anything. Yeah, it's nuts. And that's on 240 seconds per person to be able to send messages. And it's still like 2,500 a minute. I mean, that's awesome, and thank you for that. That's cool that you guys are so involved and so engaged. But at the same time, it just makes the chat go... You should make a hashtag on Twitter. I don't know. For something like this, I don't really want to make a hashtag. Because when you're making a hashtag, whenever you tweet it out, it's always like, oh, are you trying to trend, bro? And I know it's just to filter down stuff. But I mean, I can keep up with stuff on Twitter pretty easily without the hashtag. It's the chat on YouTube that's kind of crazy, so... Do you like pandas? Who doesn't like pandas? They're so cute! They have natural makeup! They're black and white and gorgeous. How did you meet Robin? And will you make more collabs with him? Yes, of course! Robin's always going to be here. Well, not always. I don't mean to imply that he's here forever, but, I mean, if he wants to be, I would be more than happy to keep him on forever, but I don't want him to feel pressure to sticking with me forever. But I will be doing more collabs with him, yeah. Maybe I'll play Bigfoot with him, actually, if he wants to. But I met Robin, it was weird, because I had said ages ago that I started thinking about getting an editor. And this was like mid-2015. And then I remember seeing his rocket ship animation that he did. The Game Grumps rocket ship animation from the Shetero remix. I don't know how to pronounce that person's name. I remember watching it and thinking it was awesome. And I was like, man. And I went through his channel then and saw that he made some animations for Game Grumps. I was like, I would love if he made an animation for me. And I thought, well, he watches Game Grumps. Maybe he won't like my stuff. Oh, Tumblr's making noises. Stop that. I have the instant messaging off on Tumblr and it still keeps breaking. But I remember watching that and thought maybe he won't want to make a thing for me because, I don't know, I just assumed that he'd hate my channel for some reason. And then I messaged him and he said, oh yeah, cool, definitely. I was like, yay! Animation, animation! And I was super excited about it. And then, like, he made the animation. It was the Jack Goes to Space animation, which is still one of my favorite ones that's on the channel, if not the favorite one. It's awesome. I love the little running animation that Jack has in that animation. It's so cute. But he made that, and then I got talking to him a small bit afterwards, and we kind of kept in touch. And then I had said in a reading comments video, I think it was, or in some vlog, that I was thinking about getting an editor because everybody else had one, and I was kind of the stress of trying to edit and prep for trips when I was trying to get more trips in that year was kind of getting to me. So he just offered an olive branch and said that if I wanted an editor that he would be willing to help me out. And I said, you know what? I'll keep that in mind. And then I went off to PAX after prepping all the stuff myself. And then when I was coming back, I had to go to New York for the YouTube Creator Summit last year, which was in May. And I thought, you know what? I really need help with this trip, and he offered, so I gave him some stuff to see how it would work. He sent it back. I took down notes on what I thought was good, what I thought needed changing, what I thought... just general feedback, and I sent it back to him. He corrected up some stuff, and the rest is history. And we worked together since then, since May of last year. So it's almost a year. I should get him a cake. And then eat it myself. So that's the story. Nothing spectacular. It's the same way you meet everyone these days. Online. Dude, it's like 10 o'clock. What the fuck? Are you nocturnal? 10 o'clock's not late. If it's like 5 a.m. then maybe, but 10 o'clock's not late. You could donate some of your gifts from PAXs. Yeah, that's a very valid point as well. And I have thought about... See, that's the thing. All this stuff is kind of happening all at once now, and I'm pressured for time in a lot of aspects, trying to get stuff packed and trying to keep the regular schedule going. So I don't really have a lot of time to do stuff with it. And what I'd really love to do is be able to auction off some of it and then donate all the proceeds to charity. But at the same time, I don't have the time to be able to do something like that. And I like to be able to like set up the pages to be able to generate auctions and stuff. Like, there's a lot to it that I can't really do right now. But yeah, I might donate some of the stuff myself, or give some really cool stuff to people like my family knows who are fans of the channel or something. I'll figure something out. Jack, when will you be playing the new Mass Effect? And you are my hero. Oh, thank you, Jessica. I tried it out in my own time, and I'm like a couple of hours into it. It just hasn't gripped me yet. I haven't gotten to the point where it feels like I need to keep playing it. But I do know they patched it on Thursday, and all the stupid, meaningless... Because when I went out into space and you go to the galaxies, like you have to wait like 20 seconds per animation to fly down to the planet. Then you scan it for 2 seconds, fly away into another animation. So I heard they patched out all those. Or you might be able to just turn them off or something. So I might go back to it when the game is a bit more fully formed. And again, when I have more time to actually play it. Jack, can you voice act for my game? I mean, you can email me and give me some details about the game and everything. I can't just say yeah when stuff pops up like that. Because again, timing is a really big thing. But I'd love to give it a look. Thanks for spending your time with us. Don't thank me for that. I'm more than happy to, and it's not so much me spending my time with you. Like, I enjoy this. I like doing it. It means as much to me as it does to all you guys. It's nice to sit down and just talk for a couple hours. Just go over some stuff. What's your favorite book? Well, I don't read books very often. I have read some books in my time, and out of all the ones that I've read, I'd say The Shining is probably my favorite. Again, I don't have much literature under the hood. So I don't really have much to compare or to contrast with, or to say like, oh, which is my favorite book out of all the many that I've read. I mean, I have a Necronomicon as well, but that doesn't really count. I guess that would be my favorite book in general, because it's cool. But in regards to what I've read... Who is your favorite YouTuber? I don't have a singular favorite YouTuber anymore. Because there's just so much, and I've done YouTube so often for so long myself now that I don't consume it as much as I used to. Whereas before, like, before I started YouTube, or in like my first year, I would sit down and watch YouTubers like constantly before going to sleep. But these days, I don't really have the time to do that. But some YouTubers that I really like watching lately Nerdwriter 1 is pretty good. They do a lot of movie stuff, and it's fun to watch. Mark Brown makes the Game Maker's Toolkit, where he goes over mechanics and different aspects of video games. That's really cool. I like Casey Neistat still. I'm glad he brought his vlog back. Because I used to watch his vlogs when he started them out, and I watched them every single day. And then I kind of fell off a bit and stopped watching them. And then he stopped the vlog, and I watched a bit more of them, and I kind of trailed off again. And now it's back, and now I'm just, every time he uploads, I watch whatever he uploads. As I mentioned in the last stream, Captain Disillusion, I watch all his stuff when it goes up. Kurzgesagt, or the In a Nutshell channel, really damn good as well. I like their stuff. Game Grumps still, forever and always. I love those guys. I don't know, it's... because I don't watch many gaming YouTubers anymore. Because again, I'm either playing the stuff that they're playing, or it's stuff that I want to play, or I'm like, I played video games all day. I want to... because I like YouTubers who broaden my mind. Not to say that gaming YouTubers can't. It's just, I like watching the Nerdwriter stuff or the Mark Brown stuff because it's talking about the inner workings of movies and games. So I like to broaden my mind in that regard and just learn a little thing here or there. And it's the same with the Kurzgesagt channel, where they just talk about black holes or GMOs or whatever. So they're fun to watch. Why won't you shut up? I don't understand these comments. Why won't you shut up, Mr. YouTuber whose job it is to actually talk? I mean, what do you expect me to do? Turn on a Q&A live stream and sit here silently? And you just listen to jazz? I mean, it's called questions and answers, not let's play Overwatch or something. Even though I kind of wanted to play Overwatch for the stream as well, but I don't know, the hassle of setting everything up just for that. How goes the drumming? Hope you're still practicing. It's a good way to blow off steam. The drumming is not going yet. I haven't touched a drum kit in... when was the last time I played drums? In like 7 years. Mother of Christ! 6 or 7 years it's been since I played drums. Oh man, that makes me sad now. Oh yeah, I do want to play drums again. And I agree, it's a great way to blow off steam. It's good exercise as well. YouTube night mode is weird. There's a night mode? Switch to night mode in YouTube gaming. Ooh, it's right above the chat. Does it just turn it dark? Oh yeah, that's weird. It just goes to the gaming YouTube site. Night mode is weird. Yeah, and now it fucking... the thing wasn't muted. Now you just double heard me! That's stupid! What is your upcoming series of gameplay? I don't really have anything upcoming. I mean, I started playing Paradigm today, which I think is hilarious, and I think it's super funny. And same fucking thing. And I'd love to complete out that, but again, I don't know. I can't commit to something like that unless people are like super interested in it. Or not super interested in it, but I feel like it's stuff that people want to watch. But I mean, Night in the Woods ended not that long ago. And I did the add-on games for that. Yeah, Night in the Woods 2 weeks ago. So, I guess it's about time to start up a new one. We'll see how Paradigm does. And then after that, it'll be Outlast, I'd say. How is Zayn your favorite member of One Direction? I don't know, it's this little thing called jokes. I have no favorite member of One Direction. What's your opinion on the new Attack on Titan season? Oh, there should be a new episode today, right? Right? Is it coming out weekly? It better be. The last one was last week. On Saturday. Me want to watch that. It's good. I like it so far. Well, I only saw the first episode, but I like what they're doing with it. It's just, it's fucking Attack on Titan, man. It suffers like that anime trope of just nothing happening in an episode. And Attack on Titan is the worst culprit of that lately. Like, you get into an episode of that, and it's somebody reiterating something from the last episode, or reiterating the same thing for like 10 minutes. I'm like, shut the fuck up. And just get on with the point. We know, we get it, we saw it, we know what's happening. Can we just see cool shit? But again, that's a bit weird for me because I know what's happening in the season. I've read the manga quite a bit further than where this season is even going to end, because it's only 12 episodes. I'm pretty sure I know where it's going to end. So it's cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of it. And I like seeing what they do with the manga scenes and seeing like the voices to them and the actions and everything. It's pretty cool. What's your favorite Bo Burnham song / joke? Are we going to do this again? Are we going to get into Bo Burnham Power Hour? My favorite song of his, there's two, which is the song From God's Perspective, and mainly because it has really good jokes in it, but it also has a powerful message. And then Straight White Male, because it's super funny and because the music in it is really good. And my favorite joke of his, just in general, I don't know. I can't pick one of his jokes. And his shows are so densely packed that I'm probably forgetting some of them, so I'll just say my favorite songs. Are you gonna play Destiny 2? I'll try it out. I'll see what it's like. Will you continue We Happy Few? Yeah, when is that actually coming out? Let me Google if it actually has a release date yet. Because wait, is it still early access? Yeah, it's still an early access game. So I don't know when it's fully coming out. Release date, 26th of July. So I don't know if I'll get back to it before it fully comes out, because it's still a bit wonky, it's still a bit clunky. So I wanna wait until there's more to actually do in the game. But I'll get back to it. What do you think of the new Samurai Jack season? Dude, it's so good. That's another thing I have to catch up on today. My god, it's good. Because it's super dark now. I mean, it always had like a little dark side to it, but this new season, the last episode, not the one that's probably gone up today, but the one where he fought in the snow, my god, that was good. The art style is insane, where it's just like, just the white, and the white and black contrasts. And then the slices where you see the blood spray against the snow. Ah, oh, I love it. How do you like your food? In my mouth. How do I turn on night mode? There's a thing above the chat, at least I can see it. It says switch to night mode in YouTube gaming. And if you click that, I don't know if it'll work on the phone. But if you go, I think it's actually the same. No, it's not. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. You have to go to like gaming.youtube/ whatever. Will you be on Scare PewDiePie? I mean, I already was. And I still don't know the fate of that show, if it'll come out eventually or not. But for now, it's dead. I was in, like, all of that season. I was the villain of the show. I was in every single episode. So, yeah, I'll be on Scare PewDiePie. Whether it comes out or not, we have to remain to be seen. Whatever. Will you play Last of Us 2 when it comes out? Yes. Will you play more Dead by Daylight? Yeah, I'm sure we'll get back to it eventually. Do you record every game you play? No. And I don't think a gaming YouTuber should. I think if you actually like games, like really like games, then you should definitely keep some games for yourself to play in your own time. Because otherwise, like every time you look at a video game, all you think about is work. And while this is amazing, and I love doing YouTube, and I love recording video games and playing them for people and everything, after a while, like, a job is a job. And eventually, it will start to wear you down if you just do it the exact same all the time. And if I just played games for the channel, then I probably wouldn't enjoy them as much anymore. So it's nice to keep some games for myself to just sit down and play in my spare time. Egg your hair. Nah. Don't think I'm going to be doing that. What one of you pieces of crap dislike the stream? People can dislike it if they want. I mean, people dislike stuff all the time for whatever reason. If people have a legitimate reason to dislike it, then more power to you. I just wish I knew why people were disliking certain things sometimes. And that's the thing, sometimes people are just having a bad day and they click onto a live stream, they're like, ah, this fucking cunt. And they just click dislike. Sometimes there's just nothing more than that. Do you like Lord of the Rings? I freaking adore Lord of the Rings. It's one of my favorite pieces of media ever. How do I stop using your videos to procrastinate? Well, there's this tiny little X up in the top right-hand corner of most browsers. That's usually a safe way out of it. And on the sides of phones, there's usually like a lock button. Yeah. Those will probably work very well. Do you guys remember when Twitter didn't have night mode? I just realized it was like looking at Twitter on my phone for a sec, and I like remember when it didn't have night mode and the screen was always white. God, that was annoying to look at. Do you remember the dance-off with Mark at PAX? Yes, of course I do. How could I forget it? The weird thing is, it wasn't even a dance-off. Because it all got messed up. The idea that I was going for when we started off was like, a dance-off is like a rap battle. Like, I got in, I did a few moves, and then I was going to come out, and then Mark was going to do a few moves, and then he'd go out, and then I'd come back in and do a few moves. But I went in and did a few moves, and then Mark just kept going. I was like, okay, and then I kind of went over to him and started dancing near him, and then everything went to shit, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I don't care, you win, whatever. Like, it didn't go the way it was supposed to in my head, so, I mean, it was just for a bit of fun. Have you watched Daredevil on Netflix yet? No, I haven't. Everyone keeps telling me it's really good, though, and I've seen some scenes from it, and it is really good. That stairwell fight scene and that's some good mojo. Sometimes I even think about the day you stop YouTube for good, and that's a scary place, man, said in Morty's voice. Oh, that's a scary place, man. Oh, gee. Get your shit together, Summer. Just get it together. Get it all in a bag. Get your shit together. If you need to take it somewhere, you know, just take it somewhere. Take it to the shit store. Just get your shit together. When you and Woosher are bored, what do you guys do for fun? Movies? Some games? Some YouTube? Whatever. Anything to keep our attention affixed. I was trying to say something in a fun way, but it didn't really work out. What mangas have you read? Just Attack on Titan. I mean, I have the One Punch Man ones, but I only have like 2 volumes of it. I ordered the first 3, and part 1 never came. I think it went back to Amazon. So, I want to update them when I move. I'm trying not to buy too many things in the last, like, month. And I'm not going to buy anything else like that until I move. And then I can just do whatever the fuck I want. Because I'm a grown boy! How do you put Twitter into night mode? It should be in your settings somewhere. Did you see the Deadpool 2 trailer? Yes, I did. I saw it when it leaked, and then I saw it again when it actually fully came out. It's a good one. I can't wait. I'm kind of worried about that movie, though. Because it had, like, a change of director. And the first one, was such a passion project for everyone, and it bounced around so often, and then, like, when it was coming out, they had to get it right. Like, they really had to, or else it was just going to die forever and never happen again. So, a lot of effort went into that movie, so I'm kind of worried that the next one is kind of just right off the success of the first one. I mean, I hope not, and I trust in them, but there's always that, like, please don't let me down, because the first one was so good. Say Theo's the best in Greg's voice. Theo's the best! Crimes! What do you think about games? It's pretty cool, I guess. It's pretty awesome. Some of these questions, man, I don't know how to answer them. It's like, what do you think of food? It keeps me alive. What do you think of money? It pays rent. What do you think of air? Wouldn't breathe anything else. The Septic Comments is not over yet. I mean, the Septic Comments thing is the Twitter hashtag for all the Reading Comments videos, and Reading Comments isn't going anywhere, so it's finally back. So, no, it's not over. Are you excited for Pacific Rim 2? I really was, and part of me still is, but the fact that so much has been thrown up in the air on that, and I don't think Guillermo del Toro is actually directing the second one. No. Stephen S. DeKnight is directing it, so I don't know. John Boyega's in it, though, so that's going to be good. Wait. Is Thingy not in it? What's his face? Why can't I think of his name? Charlie? Not Charlie Day. He was in the first one. Charlie Hunnam. Is he not in the second one? He's not showing up. I thought it was going to be a thing where I'd search Charlie Hunnam and then it was like, died, and date next to it. Because that's always... so many times that happens, I'm like, oh, I wonder why they haven't done anything in a while. And then you click their Wikipedia and it's like, they died? No, he's not in it. Why? A notable absence from the cast was Charlie Hunnam, who could not join the project because of his scheduling conflicts. Oh, I mean, I'm not that sad about it because he wasn't that good an actor in the first one. He was actually really fucking bad. Because the movie's supposed to be goofy and kind of over the top and ridiculous and cheesy anyway, but when you have someone like Idris Elba acting and then Charlie Hunnam comes out, you're like, ugh. Even though he got a lot better in Sons of Anarchy and everything since, but ugh. Woof. Don't get me started on bad actors. Have you seen the new Logan movie? Yep. As soon as it came out, the day it came out. Loved it. Brilliant movie. Jack, why does our country have such bad weather? That's what happens when you're a small island surrounded by oceans, as most islands are. And because we're so small, we have no landmass to be able to, like, take the brunt of it and then stop. I mean, England tries, but they can only do so much. So we just get battered. Also, you're in Limerick? I mean, you're not that far off the coast. So yeah. Is Septiplier still a thing or not? Nah. I think I pretty much made my opinions on that clear a couple of weeks ago. Which I'm not going to reiterate now. When's the last time you dabbed? About 44 minutes ago. Because that's when the stream started. It was one of the first things I did. Can you react to Eurovision? Nah. I don't really want to react to too many things. I don't want to become a reaction channel. Every now and then it's fine, and like the try not to laughs and everything are fun to do in their own right, but at the same time, I don't know. I guess it's just not for me. Have you ever thought about playing online with Vanoss? I played with him once when we did Depth. And Louis and Dahi were there as well. I don't think Delirious was there. I think we recorded with him after that for another session. But I played with him once. It's just, we don't really run in the same friend circles. We don't really have the same, like, taste in games or whatever. And he's pretty busy doing all his own stuff in real life. I mean, I like Vanoss. He's cool. I met him once in real life as well. Decent dude. Hard worker. And I respect him a lot. It's just, I don't really see us really playing together anytime. Have you noticed a drop in your ad revenue, you know, with all the advertisers leaving? This is a thing that's been going on recently. Everyone's talking about advertisers leaving YouTube and that there's a big ad boycott. But it's not just YouTube. It's kind of happening, especially in America, it's happening kind of macro. It seems to be happening to more than just YouTube. But YouTube are getting hit hard with a lot of stuff for specific reasons. And personally, I haven't seen anything drop that much. I mean, it's kind of, stuff is kind of staying where the views are staying. Everything seems to be like correlated. There hasn't, like, the revenue didn't just stop, drop and roll or anything like that. I know some people have been hit heavily with it, but most of my stuff doesn't have any like inflammatory stuff in the titles or the thumbnails or the descriptions, and the content of the video doesn't deal with anything like politically or war or anything like that. So I haven't been hit at all by it, but I know some people who have. So it's kind of crazy. I think it'll bounce back. I think what YouTube are doing is an overcorrection, a bit too much of a strict correction on kind of what they have to do, because there's a lot of talk about like the types of videos that are going up on YouTube recently, and YouTube are kind of just doing what a business does. They're doing kind of what they have to do to adapt to all these accusations and try and assure advertisers that stuff isn't going out of control, and they kind of have to appease their advertisers. What I don't like is that when this stuff happens, YouTube doesn't say anything, and then YouTubers kick up a fuss and point stuff out, and then YouTube are like, oh yeah, this is what we changed. And sometimes they don't even do that. Sometimes it's just like, we're aware that you're having issues, we'll look into it. It's like, no, please talk to people. Talk to us, work with your creators, not kind of behind their backs. I mean, and at the same time, from a business perspective, I understand it. That, like, they have to do what a company has to do. And it's the same with, like, people pulling out of YouTube. Like, public image is a very big thing in the advertising space. So, it's just fucking, it's a mess. And I think it'll bounce back eventually. Like, some advertisers will leave, some will probably hop on. The advertisers that left probably won't leave forever. I think they'll come back eventually when YouTube fixes its stuff. It's this, like, constant prying into YouTube now. Where it's like, hey, there was this ad on this racist video. It's like, yeah. Of course, some shithead is going to upload a stupid video and ads are going to get put on it. It's not like Coke went out of their way and said, hey, put our ad on that video that had the N-word in it. We fucking, that's big brands for us. Or anything like that. It's just, it's stuff like, if you go watch CGP Gray's video, very, very good video. Also a very good YouTuber, one that I like as well. CGP Gray. He made a video talking about how ads work on YouTube. And when you watch that, it's kind of like, yeah, some stuff is going to get messy here and there. Of course it is. AI is handling a lot of what goes on YouTube. And on the advertising side as well. So it's just a pain in the ass that, again, Wall Street Journal had to, like, stick their nose in and be like, hey, this happened on select videos. It's like, yeah, but look at the amount of videos that are on YouTube that are fine. Like, it kind of feels like a dog with a bone after a while that just won't let shit go. And I mean, there is a bigger conversation to be had over some of these topics. And some of the videos that are being allowed to be put up on YouTube, and the fact that they're put up and then they're not demonetized as fast as they probably should, or people are able to claim them. The creator makes no money, but the network still does. Like, That's a bit of a trickier topic. And again, because YouTube is such a huge platform, it's kind of hard to fix this stuff without breaking something else. So I think YouTube are just overcorrecting right now, and stuff will simmer back down and go back to normal, and then we can move on and work from a better foundation. But right now, everything's very messy. And I don't know all the information with all of this. This is just stuff that I've kind of picked up through different videos and different articles and some tweets that I've seen some people talk about. So don't take what I'm saying completely as 100%, like all the right information. There's probably stuff that I'm missing out. So, as with everything, what I'm saying is not the fact. Do you think McDonald's should bring back their Szechuan sauce? Hell yeah! Need that Szechuan sauce! 9 more seasons, 97 more years, Rick and Morty. Getting that Szechuan sauce, it has to happen. And I'm very curious about what this Szechuan sauce tasted like. So I need it. It better not be an America only thing. If it is, swear to Jesus I'll kill someone. I won't, but I really want to taste it. Not that it's probably going to taste. I don't think it's going to be as good as what Rick and Morty played it up as, but I'm curious now. And I think they will. And the fact that they're already kind of considering it is really cool. I think the fact that a cartoon TV show is able to do that is really cool. Are you doing alright? You seem a tiny bit down during live. Yeah, I'm fine. Live is just not the same as a Let's Play. A Let's Play is, like, I know when I get in, there's a start and an end and whatever. And you get in and you make the most out of it, and you can, like, edit it up, and you can make it just more impactful. So the pacing of a Let's Play is a lot faster, so it seems like everything is a lot more high energy than it probably is. So for these types of things, where I'm just sitting down and doing a Q&A, like, compare this to the reading comments video I just did. It's... And I don't edit out the dead air here. There's a lot of times when I'm recording stuff that if I'm just sitting here and I'm doing something, like, that shit gets cut out. So here it's all left in, so it seems like I might be a little more down than I actually am. I'm not. I'm fine. I'm good. But thank you for asking. The fact that you were concerned is very sweet. Do you watch Philly D? Yes, I do. I like Philly D. I like Philly... Not Philadelphia. I like Philip because he approaches things in a very decent way. Well, most times. There's some times when I don't agree with everything he says or agree with some stuff, and that's fine. That's what humans do. That's what adults should do. You shouldn't just agree with everyone all the time, because that's just as unhealthy as disagreeing with everybody all the time. And opposing opinions should be welcomed, and discussion and talk should be welcomed, and he'd also argue the same thing. But I like that when he brings up a topic, he'll try and bring up all sides of it, and he'll try and see things from different points of view, and he won't just say, this thing happened, I think that this is fucking dumb, because these people are stupid, or anything like that. He doesn't throw in his bias too much. It's kind of hard to talk about certain subjects and not throw in your bias, and I've been guilty of that before as well. I think everybody has, but he seems to approach things very level-headed. Sometimes a bit too much, and sometimes not enough. Whatever. Nobody's perfect. But I like his show. I met him once, actually. And it was a bit of a weird thing, because I talked to him in DMs, and back when he was getting people on for his podcast, he had messaged me and talked about getting me on the podcast or something, and I was saying that I couldn't really fly out and, like, try and go out all the way out there to try and do stuff, which sucks, because I would have more than loved to go onto it. And we were very chummy and talked a lot, and well, a lot, not that much. And then I met him at VidCon. I was like, oh hey, nice to finally meet you. And he just said, I'm gonna go get a drink. And I was like, okay, did I do something bad? But I give him the benefit of the doubt. It was at a party. It was the very last day of VidCon. Like, he could have been stressed. He could have been anything. I'm not going to turn around and say he was an asshole because of one tiny little thing. And then the fact that he might have said, I'm going to get a drink, and then he was going to come back and talk to me, but then it was a party, and there was a lot of people to and froing, and he got distracted by other people at the bar or whatever. Again, It was just a really weird meeting. But I've talked to him again since then, and everything is fine. Will you still work with Pewds? I know you said you were still friends, but are you distancing yourself a bit? No. I mean, I talk to Felix a lot in private time. That's the thing. What you're seeing online is not what the friendship is. It's the same with any of the friendships I have with any of the people I know. Is that people like to jump to these conclusions and these assumptions based on what they're seeing, like, around Twitter, or what we say to each other in videos, or how much we bring each other up in videos. That's like the public side. That's like the YouTuber friendship that you're seeing. But like, I was messaging Felix just today. I sent him a picture of me with my nipple showing, just for shits and giggles. Like, we're friends. I'm not distancing myself from him online. I mean, Felix just doesn't play that much games anymore, so there's very little room to be able to collaborate on things. And like, he did an episode of Finding Bigfoot with Ken, so like, I don't know, not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that, like, him and Ken have been friends longer, so if he's going to collab with someone, like, he collabed with Ken, and whatever. I mean, we're still friends. And yeah, I'll still work with him, of course. What are the wristbands you're wearing? I just found them from a convention before. This is a Ready Up Live. It's a website and a thing that a guy I know does. And I got one at PAX. This is just a Shadow Warrior 2. And this is one that says Choose Respect. It was a campaign that was going on a while ago. I can't remember exactly what it was for. But I kept these, and I like wristbands, I like bracelets, and I like that these are green, black, and orange. Just different colors. Has 2017 been kind to you so far? Yeah, it has and it hasn't. Some stuff this year that happened I'd rather forget about or move on from, and some shit things have happened, but I mean, I was able to get a house and I'm moving this year, so in that regard, in my personal life stuff is going really well, so I'm happy about that. You have good style in shirts, really liking them. Thank you. I like this shirt too. It's trippy. Kind of looks 3D, but it's not. I want more quirky shirts. I don't wear enough quirky stuff because I just grab like the first thing I see downstairs before I start recording. What type of headphones would you recommend getting for sound design? I'm going into animation and need a decent pair. Well, first off, I would not recommend these for sound design. These are... There's fluff on them. These are amazing headphones, and I love them, but these are bass-strong headphones. And because they're open, like, it bleeds a lot, and you don't get an accurate representation of what the sound is. You get a very cinematic sound from these, but you don't get a neutral sound. If you're going into sound design, always pick the most neutral sounding headphones that you can get, because that means that there's not going to be too much high, there's not going to be too much mid, there's not going to be too much bass. Everything's going to sound good, and from there it should sound good in everything then. So if you have bass strong stuff, then you're probably hearing more bass than what's going to be in the actual final product, and then when people are listening to it on a sound system, it might sound a bit weak. Or if they're listening to it through a phone, it might sound a bit weird. If you're listening to it on headphones that are too tinny or have too much high and mid in them, then people listening on phones, it's going to sound awful because smaller speakers don't handle that very well. Smaller speakers don't handle much stuff very well. So I don't, it's been a while since I went around and looked at sound or for like decent headphones for that kind of stuff, but just look for a neutral sounding headphone. These are really good, but again, they kind of create like a cinema sound. And they have a lot of bleed and leak in them, so it's not as tight a sound as you would like it to be. What Colossus was your favorite, Jack? Number 3. Gaius. That's the best one, the tall one with the big sword arm. Because all the ones before that were, I can't remember their names. Quadratus is the second one, I think. Even though that sounds like a water one. But the first one was just a normal one with a sword in its hand, and he was tall, and it was cool. And then the second one was like one with 4 legs, and it was even bigger. It was like twice the size of that one. And then you reach the third one, you're like, what the fuck? I did not think they were going to get this big. And then after that, you do reach some that are even bigger, like like Malus at the end, and Phalanx, the Sky Spear, which is the 13th, I think. The one that flies, that has eggs underneath it. That's really big as well. But by then, it's like, I've seen some cool ones, and it's not as big a shock. And I like the bird one as well, Avion, because that was, again, it's like, what? This thing flies, and I'm able to stand on it? Like, that shit didn't exist by then. Well, Super Mario Sunshine. When did Super Mario Sunshine come out? Super Mario Sunshine. That came out in 2002. Yeah, so that came out before. That had a part in it with a flying bird that you could stand on, but for Super Mario, it wasn't as impressive because it's not... Well, it was impressive at the time, but what Shadow of the Colossus did was insane because it's all physics-based and it's all... Like, all that collision detection that's going on, all the physics, all the stuff that's going on, the computations on that, from a gameplay mechanics standpoint, is obscene. It's insane, the amount of, like, computational stuff that's going on under the hood of that game at any one time. And for the time it came out, that was unheard of. Somebody made a cock and balls with a carrot and 2 tomatoes. Well done. Somebody said, how long have you been streaming? It said, started streaming 58 minutes ago, 7 days ago. That's the thing, sometimes the streams like roll over some of the same stats, which is a bit weird. I don't know, maybe I'm just doing it wrong. What happened to the iconic Berlin sweater? It's somewhere. Wait, actually, where is it? Because we went through all our clothes recently to see which ones we were keeping and which we were donating. Oh, and that wasn't in it. Fuck. Did I leave that somewhere? Aw, oh, man. I like that one. When are you going to do another reading comments video? It'll probably be in like a week or two. It's not going to be 6 months like the last one. Is Sean extra thick? No. Nothing about me is thick. I'm a scrawny little boy. If you met me in real life, I think you'd be surprised by how petite I am. Like, I'm not a burly dude. Never have been. I've always been a more lean kind of guy, very svelte. So, if you met me in real life, I have very small legs. I have very, well, I have, as people say, I have childbearing hips. I'm a slim hip little fucker. But I'm a little dude. Are you gonna play ukulele? I don't know. The dev sent me a code for it, and I have, like, the PC version of it here now, ready to play if I really wanted to, but I don't know if I am. Those types of games, like, I didn't play Banjo-Kazooie growing up. So I respect those games and the lineage that they have, but I didn't play them that much growing up, so I don't really have the nostalgia cling to it as many others do, and those aren't really my type of game. But I might try it out for shits and giggles. Might actually get it on my Switch. Came out on Switch, right? Ukulele. Yeah. April 11th. Oh, it didn't come out yet. The game isn't even out yet. I thought it was out. Do you ever want out to ask out Markiplier? No, 100% never. Mainly because I'm not into guys. Sorry. Actually, why am I saying sorry? I shouldn't be sorry for that. Any advice for small YouTuber who wants to branch out and collab with people? I'd say don't aim too high, because it's a weird thing on YouTube. It's not that bigger YouTubers are, well, some aren't, are like averse to playing with smaller YouTubers. It's just that it's hard to get to know people through YouTube, and it's hard to know people's intentions as well. And like, I have my friends online, on my YouTube friends. I don't really have room for more friends. Well, that's a bit of a weird thing to say, but I don't really have time to dedicate to getting to know new people right now. So getting to talk to a smaller YouTuber, and it's not a case of being like, you do cool shit, I'm a collab with you. It's never really like that. I like to get to know people before I do stuff in that regard. So it's kind of weird. I'd say collab with people who are who do the same stuff as you and are in and around the same kind of groups as you or whatever. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to branch out and collab with people. All the collabs that I did with people when I started off, I got really lucky and they came to me. So, like, I can't really give advice for how to branch out and ask other people. I mean, you could just ask them and see what they say. The worst they can say is no. Just go for it. I know I give conflicting answers to that, but I realized I'm probably not the best person to be giving advice on that. What's your goal with voice acting? TV, movies, games? Why not all three? I'll do whatever. I just want to do it. Play more fucking Hitman, you dick. How many times do I have to twit? You shabba. But I finished Hitman. There's nothing else really to do in it. God, my face looks bright pink. And the lights are making me look all shiny. Well, it is warm in here. Probably have a glow going on. Oh. Cena said my Berlin's shirt is downstairs. She just washed it. Thank you. So that's where it is. It's not lost. Yay. That's good. Kind of want to go get a drink. Give me a little Budweiser, you know? Just crack open a little beer. Sit down, just fucking see where the night goes. Kick me in the head. No thanks, Meg. I think I'm alright. I'm gonna kick you in the head. Holy feces, dude! I'll kill you. Why are you moving away from Ireland to Brighton? I'm so bored of living in Ireland. Nothing happens here. I mean, I like Ireland, and I like being Irish, and I like that that's kind of like the thing for the channel. But at the end of the day, I need to do what's right for me, and I need to do what's right for the channel, and I need to do what's right for my career, and branching out and doing bigger and better things, and Ireland just doesn't have that. Who knows, Brighton mightn't either, but at least there's friends who do the same kind of stuff in Brighton that I can go hang out with, and we can spitball ideas, and we can do shit together and do cool stuff. Right now I'm not getting that. I'm very creatively frustrated living where I am. And it sucks because I'm in the back of my head, I'm constantly waiting. I'm like, yeah, moving is when it's going to happen. Moving is when the big thing is going to happen, and it's going to start everything again. Instead of like just doing it now, I keep waiting for the next thing to happen to do cool shit, because everything's kind of up in the air right now. And like, I don't know, I feel like I'm not putting my all into what I should be doing right now. And some stuff might be suffering as a cause of that, because I'm just waiting for the move to happen instead of just living in the now. Which is natural, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm really excited about that, though. And Brighton is such a nice place. It's so lovely. Because it's a big enough city that you have everything you need, but it's not big enough to be like London, where everything is super cramped and dense and full of people everywhere. It's like a laid-back London. And I did think about like LA and everything, but I don't think LA is for me. I'd like to go to LA to avail of the opportunities that are there, And I might do that eventually at some point, like the voice acting, the improv places, just the general show business culture that's over there. And we could do a lot of cool stuff in like the YouTube space and whatever. But I don't want to live in LA. I don't like LA that much. It's too much for me. There's too much going on, like the London thing. But Brighton just has like some really... If you've ever watched like a British TV show or a British movie where they have like little small shops that sell records, or if you ever watch like Notting Hill or something where there's all these little like knick-knack shops and little florists and little cafes and little restaurants here and there, like everything's super cute and cozy and quaint and quirky. That's what Brighton is. And it's cool. You can go into like a shop that's like an antique shop that sells all sorts of weird knickknacks and hobnobs and just weird shit that you wouldn't find anywhere else. And it has like these little lanes of shops. It's super cute. And then you have the pier and you have the beach. It's such a nice place. I absolutely fell in love with it when I went there. And then I brought Cena over when we went to do Cringemas, and she fell in love with it as well. So it's like, yes, this is the place. And like, I've been to Boston, I've been to Seattle, I've been to Indianapolis, I've been to New York, I've been to LA, I've been to Austin, I've been to London, I've been to like so many different places, but Brighton was the first one that I could see myself actually living in. And I don't know if it'll have the stuff that I really need there, but then it's not that far from London, which has all the stuff you'd ever need. So, and it's easier to get to other countries than from the UK. And Brighton isn't far from Gatwick Airport. It's good. It's good. It's a good place. How many potatoes have you eaten in your lifetime? Too many, it would shock you. Jack, get swifty with it. Yeah. You know what? We're about to get swifty right now. Is everybody fucking ready? You better be. Show me your game faces. Ah! Let's get swifty. Hopefully this doesn't get me in trouble. Just
hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. Oh, okay.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. You gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty.
Wait. No. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. It's all over. It's bad. It's terrible. It's all wrong. Here we go. Yes. Okay, we gotta start again. Shit's going down.
Oh yeah. You gotta get swifty.
Yeah!
You gotta get swifty.
It's the Morty dance party!
Here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh yeah.
Rick's gonna dab for
your
us.
pants and your panties. Shit on the floor. Time to get swifty in here.
Yeah!
Gotta shit on the floor.
Dab it up, Morty.
I'm Mr. Bulldogs.
Come on.
I'm Mr. Bulldogs. Take a shit on the floor. Take off your panties and your pants. It's time to get swifty in here.
I'm happy now.
New song, Swifty, double X, Swifty song coming up.
Fucking Justin Roiland, man. I want to meet him so bad. And I talked to him a little bit on Twitter, and like the Grumps know him, and like Ethan and Gila from H3 know him and everything. And he's the one who got me my HTC Vive, which is really weird when you think about it. That the creator of Rick and Morty, Lemon Grab, Blendon Blandon, was the one who messaged me and said, "Hey, I get you in contact with somebody who can get you an Oculus Rift, or not the HTC Vive, not a Rift." Fucking weird. So cool, especially since I'm such a huge fan of Rick and Morty. Might be one of my favorite TV shows of all time. That was good. That was a good time. I like that. Thank you for suggesting that. That was fun. Let's go back to fucking jazz. It's not fun anymore. Okay, I'm gonna go get myself a drink, I'm going to leave you guys in the capable hands of Sir Rickert and Master Morty. They're the good ones, though. They're the C-137 ones, not Evil Morty. Or Dirt Rick. Ah, I'm stuck. How do I do this? There we go. You can act out a monologue. Morty, we gotta do the live stream, Morty. I don't know, Rick. It's really. Shut up, Morty. We gotta do it, Morty. Rick, Morty, Morty. Rick, get off my live stream, dudes. Fucking crazies. It's crazy up in here. I got a beer. Oh, shit's going down now. What are people saying? Did the live stream die? What did you guys do? Did you guys fuck up the live stream? The first thing I went to get actually was this. And this is not going to focus at all. This little dude, this little Rick. All my Rick and Morty stuff I got from Jinx, because I know the dude who owns Jinx or runs Jinx, and he's such a nice guy. And I'm like, dude, I feel so bad asking for anything or taking all this stuff from you, and he's just like, fuck it, just, I like you. Here, have some stuff. I'm like, dude. So I feel it's only right to say something about Jinx. They're really good. I love Jinx. They make some really cool shit, like these plushies, which I fucking love. And they make all the Overwatch stuff that I have, all the Overwatch shirts that I ever wear. They give me those, so... And they never ask for anything, and I feel so bad. I also got chocolates. Look at that. Minis mix, mini eggs. There's some fucking dairy milk. Everyone knows dairy milk. Cream eggs, which are not like a rarity over here. It's like, yeah, it's Easter. There's cream eggs everywhere. And then you have like an Oreo one. We all know Oreo. We all love Oreo. And then there's Dame. Or Dime. It used to be called Dime bars, and then they changed it to Dame bars years ago. Oh, fucking no way. What are we gonna try first? Oh, they're cute! Look at that shit! It's a tiny little cream egg. Not gonna focus for me. Oh, it did! Shit! Fuck! Tiny little cream egg. A little egg. Did everybody have fun when I was gone? Jack, what Wi-Fi do you use? Internet Wi-Fi. Let me say go fuck yourself. No, not on camera. We'll do it after. That's good shit right there. Oh, yeah. Suck my big black cock. No! I don't wanna. Come in here, tell me you got a wee-wee weapon. That's not my... Don't drink until you're the legal age. There, parents, you can calm down now. I didn't encourage your child to go drink alcohol. Funnily enough, that's not how media works. You don't just see something and then go, I'm gonna do that. Daredevil kicked that guy down the stairs. I'm gonna do that in real life. If that's what happens, then you have more problems than just watching that type of media. It's good. It's a good time. What one should we go for next? We did a cream egg just now. So everybody type in chat which one we should do. We have dairy milk, Oreo. Wait, is it just regular dairy milk ones? Yeah. Dairy milk, Oreo, or Dame. D-A-I-M. Choose now. Bum 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 bum. I have to wait for the chat to actually catch up. Whatever, fine. Just sit here. See which ones people are typing. Everyone is saying Oreo. Some dairy milk, some dime, whatever. There's so much Oreo. I can't believe Oreo is that big a brand. They've been around since like dinosaur times. Okay, Oreo it is. I think it's pretty fucking unanimous. Jeepers and Bigara. Holy God, right, we're opening the Oreo one. This should be the channel from now on. Just live streams of eating different sweets. And then I rate them. Okay, let's see if I can crack into this. Oh, not bad. It's just... Oh, ho! Oh, ho! Uh-huh! Uh-huh! Oh! That's the good shit right there. Good choice, y'all. Good fucking choice. You guys know what's up. When it comes to chocolate, don't anyone ever let them take it away from you. Did you know what you're doing? That's some good fucking shit right there. I think I could just die happy now. It's good stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like it. Thanks, guys. You made me happy. Do you like spicy foods? Hell yeah. Spicy foods are my favorite type of food. Love for spicy food. Somebody just said fuck off. Do you guys feel productive when you do that kind of stuff? Somebody just said the N-word. Brilliant. Brilliant. Not really. But do people actually feel like some sort of self-worth when they do that? Like they just come in and they're like, fuck you. It's like, okay, I didn't really do anything. Does it really make you feel better about your day? Those aren't Oreos, they're Fauk. Yeah, it's not an actual Oreo, it's a Cadbury mini egg with Oreo on the inside, like cookies and cream. Come on, dude, you don't know your fucking stuff. When are you doing the next Subnautica video? I don't know. I haven't had like a desire to really go back to it yet, because there's nothing really left to do in it. Other than just build a base and like look around. Like I saw all the stuff that I had to, and the game's going to be coming out in like a month. So I might just wait. Dame egg. Oh, damn. Damn, damn, damn! I wish you could smell what I'm smelling. That's a good one. Oreo one is still winning. Welcome to the Jacksepticeye Power Hour, where we drink beer, we eat chocolate. Oh yeah. You proud of me, Mom? Oh. Somebody has a picture of a Jacksepticeye cupcake. Old picture, but don't think you ever saw it. A couple of years ago, I made these for my son's birthday. Those are awesome! It was really cool. They look delicious. Can I have one? Oh, you said it was years ago. Never mind. It's alright. It's over. There are no more. Boo boo. Has Brexit affected your move? No, thankfully. And stuff hasn't like progressed with Brexit fully yet. And like the actual, I don't know, repercussions of Brexit haven't like kicked in or anything yet, or benefits of Brexit, whatever actually happens. So no, for now it seems to be okay. Where is the chat? I'm so freaking clueless. Yeah, I've seen some a few people actually say that. If you're on a mobile device, I remember watching some streams on my phone and it's at like the bottom of the screen. So I don't know if that's the same case or not. Maybe I should actually check it on my own phone. My own stream on my own phone. How narcissistic am I? Yeah, fuck. Open up YouTube. Is this really what I'm doing? I'm opening up YouTube on the fucking thing. Yeah. At the bottom it just says live chat. Like right down here. And then you just click live chat and it pops up. How about that? Ain't that some shit? And then it flies by and you get an aneurysm from trying to look at it. Play something, Sean. No. I said this is a Q&A thing. And I like doing these Q&As. It's been a weekly thing so far where we all just get together, sit down and chat. It's fun. I'll do a game eventually. I really want to play more Overwatch again. I've been kind of getting back into it since I played it with Bob that time. I forgot how much I missed it. So I might do that. The chances are slim to none of you of getting noticed by Jack, but I love you, just my favorite channel. Thank you. Renicia? What a cool name! Do you like Kong Skull Island? Some parts of it, and I really, really wanted to like it because it's a giant monster movie and I love them, but some of it just fell really flat. I know, it's not a bad movie, it's just, it's very forgettable, which is sad. Oh, dude, you are the heart and soul of YouTube. I'm not a gamer, but watch you for your comments and loudness. Thanks for being you. That's super nice. I don't think I'm the heart and soul of YouTube, but that's really nice of you to say. Thank you. Do you like metal music? If so, what's your favorite band? I love metal music, but I don't have a favorite metal band. It used to be Avenged Sevenfold years ago, and Trivium before that. Avenged Sevenfold for a long time, and I played a lot of their songs, and I really looked up to their drummer. But then he had to go ahead and take a lot of drugs and die. And it wasn't the same since then. And their Hail to the King album, I remember listening to that going, what is this? Like, Nightmare was kind of more of what they were about. It started to go into more, like, simplistic stuff. Especially the drums. And then Hail to the King was just like, oh, I'm so bored listening to this album. which never happened before. I remember listening to their self-titled album and City of Evil and Waking the Fallen. 3 superb albums. And ever since then, it was kind of like, I can't listen anymore. And I tried to get into their newer stuff again. It's just, it doesn't catch me the way it used to. And I think it's probably because their drummer died. And he was the main reason I used to come back and watch their stuff, because he was a huge inspiration. And he was an incredibly talented drummer. I mean, if you still like Avenged Sevenfold, or if you like their new stuff, by all means, go ahead. It's just, I kind of moved off from them. I don't know who my favorite would be these days. I haven't even been really listening to any metal all that much lately. I got back into August Burns Red for a while. They're really good. And again, their drummer is insane. Yeah, I don't even have like many metal albums on my... Oh, Lamb of God are one of my favorites. And of course, Slipknot. Looking over my iTunes. Yeah, and I like Periphery. Many of you probably don't even know who these bands are, but a surprisingly good metal thing to listen to is the Doom 2016 soundtrack. I mean, listen to this. So good! This shit is awesome! That's the type of shit I'm into. And it always surprises people, because like, I didn't know you listened to metal music. I fucking love heavy metal. It gets your energy going. It's awesome. Yeah, I haven't taken the time to actually like study up on any newer metal bands or anything. So I'll get back into it when I hopefully start playing drums again. I can listen to more. Favorite metal band, Jacksepticeye all the way.
Top of the morning, chill ladies. My name is Jacksepticeye. My name is Jacksepticeye. My name is Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye.
All the way to fucking Victory Town. Everyone keeps asking me to sing that. I'm like, it's auto-tuned. I can't sing it. I wish I could. Oh, Tool! Fuck, how did I forget Tool? It's because they're not in my iTunes because they don't release digital albums. Tool is my favorite metal band ever. Fuck, how did I forget that? Jeez, I was listening to a lot of their stuff again recently. Holy shit, I feel bad now for forgetting that. Thank you, whoever reminded me of that. The chat just went by so fast. I just saw capital letters Tool in the middle of it. Danny Carey, such a fucking beast on drums. It's like best drummer by far on the planet. And I got into Tool and Danny Carey because of my brother, who was a big fan of them. I actually went to see them in Wembley years and years ago when I was like 17 and loved them. I really hope that their album comes out. I really hope their newer album comes out and that they tour again, because I will go wherever I have to go to watch a Tool tour. I will like fly to LA just to see a Tool show again. Oreo egg. Because I have a feeling it's like the last tour they'll do, and then they might break up, or the last album they'll do. I really want to see them again. Oh, sorry, I took off the jazz. Oh, the jazz is restarting. Here we go. Do you ever just beer and chill? It's so weird as well, because when I was younger, I'm just drinking Budweiser, by the way. I'm not like big into my beer and know like, oh yeah, I like this one because it has a specific, I drink like lighter beers because it's refreshing. It's the funniest thing. When I was younger, I hated beer. I couldn't drink it. I would always drink cider. And I hated beer, and like it was too bitter for me. And then the more I got older, now I just drink it recreationally because it's tasty. It's good. I love beer. And I never thought I'd be that kind of person. I'm a real man's man drinking my beer. Hey, bearder. Somebody 4 minutes ago, do you like the band Tool? I think I gave my answer. Actually, more than 4 minutes ago. I didn't refresh. I think that answers your question now. Would you ever go see 21 Pilots live? I'm not opposed to go seeing them. I'm just not going to go out of my way to see them. They're not bad. I like a bunch of their songs. Oh, somebody said their YouTube page is dying and they can't watch the stream. I'm sorry. Tato sandwiches, do you agree? By Jesus, nothing like a Tato sandwich. I was actually telling Cena last night, like a cheese and onion sandwich. Cheese and onion, not cheese and onions. A cheese and onion crisps on a sandwich. Just, or I actually meant to say it to her. I didn't actually say it out loud. Oops. Sorry. Like cheese and onion crisps on 2 slices of bread with butter. Sounds gross, but that is fucking awesome. Thank you, Snazzy Septiceye. You know what's up. And Tato are like the Irish crisp company. Great face, bro. Metal for life. Thanks, Chloe. I gotta retweet that. Just because it's a funny picture. I don't retweet stuff enough. Because I always feel like I'm clogging up people's timelines. And I know many of you would more than be happy for me to clog up your timelines. But I mean, like, for other YouTubers and stuff that follow me, I don't want people to have to turn off my retweets. Because there's some people who like retweet constantly and I have to turn off the retweets because they get annoying. So I'm always like, oh, what if that ends up happening to me? And I don't want people to mute me or anything either. Can you do your intro and outro in May's voice? Top of the morning to you, laddies! Oh, woo! In the woods! Or, oh, my outro's so fucking long. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, punch that like button in the face like a boss! And high fives all around. Well, thank you guys. I'll see all you dudes in the woods! Oh. The voice I gave May is kind of the voice I gave Alphys. Oh, gee. Oh, God. I don't know. Do you listen to Gorillaz and are you excited for the new album? I listened to some Gorillaz when I was growing up. And Feel Good, that don't was like one of the first things I learned on guitar. And I don't know, I'm not like a huge fan of Gorillaz. I hugely respect them and their stuff is cool and I like the art and everything that comes along. And like they're such a big deal. But I never used to listen to their music all that much. Only when it like came on in the background. But their new stuff I can't get into. I like listening to it, I'm like, yeah, it's okay, but it's just not grabbing me. What's your favorite song? I don't really have a favorite song. Like, there's lots of songs that I like, and I probably couldn't even list, like, 5 of them now, because there's just so many, and I forget half of them. But I don't have, like, a singular favorite song. Have you ever tasted shrimp chips? No. Shrimp chips. Let me see. I'm searching. I'm looking them up. Oh, like prawn crackers. Well, searching shrimp chips brought up prawn crackers. So yeah, I've definitely tasted them, but there's a brand shrimp chips. Yes, I have. Shrimp flavored cracker. The second one that showed up when I searched shrimp chips in Google Images. the red bag with the like shrimp on the side. I ate those when I was in Korea. And they're actually really good. Yeah, Seujang. Yep. Seujang? Is that what it is? Or Seukang? I can't read the last letter properly. It's Korean. I wasn't that good at it. But yeah, I've eaten them. They're good. I didn't think I'd like them, but they're good. What's your favorite Pokemon? It's for science. Charizard, bro. You can't beat a dragon. How many times do you get drunk a month? 0 times. The last time I even got close to drunk was the St. Patrick's Day video, and even then I was fine. But like I never get drunk. Almost never. Like when we went to PAX, I had a good few drinks, but I never got to the point where I was like, fucking drunk. I guess I have a high tolerance for it. Man, I love when people take snapshots of my face and they're the ugliest faces ever. So good. God, we've been streaming for 1 hour and 40 minutes already. It does not feel like that. You should become a beauty guru, because I did this with the Rick. Dude, that's the trick. That's how you get stuff to show up and focus. Do you like Iron Maiden? Yeah. Some of their songs are cool. I just don't listen to them all that often. Trying to find stuff. It's sorry that I'm just sitting here half the time and I'm like looking and I'm not saying anything. I'm looking for comments, stuff that I haven't answered yet, or stuff that I think would be cool to answer. A lot of stuff is asking me things that I've already seen. Are you ready for Kong vs. Godzilla 2020? Yeah. Fucking can't wait for that. I'm really excited to see what it's going to be like. I don't think it's going to be Kong versus Godzilla. I have a feeling it's going to be a Batman versus Superman thing. Where it's like, yeah, they versus each other, but then they team up against a bigger enemy like Ghidorah or Mothra. Or maybe Mothra is going to be in the next Godzilla movie. I should be studying right now, but I'm watching the stream instead. Whoops. Well, you could try and study and put it on in the background. I mean, I would suggest just studying, especially if it's something important. Because studying sucks, but it's super important when it comes to exams. Even though the modern education system is kind of flawed because everything's kind of like a memory test. It's like a lot of the stuff that I had to put into my final exams in school or college or anything. I can't remember any of that shit because it's all like speed learning in the last week leading up to the exams, and you're just memorizing a bunch of shit, and then when the exam comes, it's gone out of your head a week later. That's not an education system. That's a memory test, which kind of sucks. It would be cooler to see better ways of teaching, but it's not that simple. What highlighter is he using because his face is popping? I'm using the highlighter known as Really Warm Room. It makes your cheeks go red, and oily skin makes your face glow. Do you edit any of your videos, or is Robin completely taken over? For the most part, he's taken over. And he does a damn good job at it as well. And these days, he's been editing more than I can because, again, timing and everything, there's a lot going on. But like the Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator episode that went up today, I edited that. But he edited the reading comments video. I had fully intended on editing that, but it ended up as 2 hours of just bulk recording, and I couldn't. We were packing that night, and I had no time to edit it, and I wanted it to go up very soon after that. So he went ahead and did that, and I was very grateful for that. Because those are very, like, tedious episodes, and I don't like to give him anything that's super over the top. Super, like where there's a lot to do in it. Like something like that. With the anti stuff, that's a bit of a different story. But when it comes to regular edits, I'm like, okay, I don't give him like the Walking Dead episodes. I edited that one. And I edited all the Night in the Woods episodes, I believe. Because they're like longer ones, and it's just not worth the time actually sending it to him and then having him edit it and render it and send it back when I could have just edited that fast myself. So for those things I don't send them because they're too cumbersome. And I don't want to overload him with stuff either, because then he'll get sick of it, and then when it comes to editing stuff, like I know for myself personally, when you edit too much that you end up not putting your all into every video. Do you use beard stencils? No. I don't even know what a beard stencil is. Well, I can hazard a guess as to what a beard stencil is. No, I don't use a beard stencil. My beard is not that good. This hair doesn't grow as thick as this hair. And then this hair is all patchy. This looks nice though. I've actually been thinking recently, because I don't want to shave off my beard entirely, but I want to clean it up a bit. I was thinking about shaving everything off my cheeks and leaving just this. But I don't know how that will look. And it might look dumb. I don't believe in studying. If you don't know it already, you aren't going to in a few weeks. I'm going to have to highly disagree with that. Because there's been some stuff that in the weeks leading up to exams that I had no idea. And then studying actually helped me. Like when you're in class, you don't always take in all the information that's being put out there. And sometimes that's a fault of your own, sometimes it's a fault of the teacher. And then studying helps you go back over the stuff. Studying helps you like cycle it through. Like it's like if you watch a TV show. If you watch the same episode 10 times, you're going to know all the jokes or all the lines or more lines in it if you watch it 10 times than if you just watched it once and then came back in a year and someone gave you a quiz on it. Like studying isn't really something that you believe in or not. It works. So I believe in studying. Studying helped me pass all my exams. There's so many exams that I took that I would not have a hope of passing if I didn't study for them. Probably because of like ADD or something, not being able to pay attention in class. And sure, there is something to be said for if you don't know it during the class, then that's like a fault of the education system. That it should be engaging. You should actually be learning. And it's not just learning, it's understanding. That's the big thing. Because everyone can learn something, but it's understanding how it works that makes it stick in your head. Is there a hashtag for the live stream? No. Not really that kind of live stream. If I ever did like a charity one or something, I'd make a live stream. I'd make a hashtag. Are you planning on bringing Auntie into one of the live streams? No, because I can't. I don't know how that would be possible. I could put the makeup on and put things in my ears and hold up a knife, but that's not Auntie. That's me doing a very shitty cosplay. Auntie's more than just... And that's some of the stuff that I said I was like keeping under wraps. It's like, Auntie's more than just the character. There's a whole lot more to it than just that. It's not just this person dressed this way, acting this way. That's not what Auntie is. At least not to me. So I can't do it in a live stream because we don't have any of the sick edits to go on. Otherwise it's just dumb. Otherwise it's very cringy and cheesy. Did you hear Symmetra is autistic? I did. And I actually think it's pretty cool. I like how involving and diverse, how inclusive and diverse Overwatch is. We have characters from... I mean, there's still a long way to go. A lot of the female characters in it are very waifu. Except, like, Anna. She's the only older lady in it. And some of them are, like, 40 years old, but they look like they're 20. And they're all very slim. Like, not all of them, but you know what I mean. There's still a long way to go in regards to complete diversity and actual normalcy in the characters. But I like that, like, Tracer's gay. Symmetra's autistic. Different things like that. I can't think of any more examples. Like, a lot of them are disfigured and maimed. A lot of them have, like, metal arms because their arms got blown off in war. Junkrat has a peg leg. Torbjorn is ugly. I really like that about Overwatch. It still has a long way to go, but they're trying. And I much prefer a dev team that tries rather than people who are just making up excuses. So, I really like that. Still don't like Orisa, though. I tried. But I think it's cool that Symmetra's autistic, because it makes a lot of sense for her as well. Because a lot of people these days seem to think autism is just like... God, what's the good way of saying this? Like, a lot of people think autistic is like mental disability. And sure, some autism is, but there's a huge spectrum to what autism is. Some of the best brains in the world who are able to remember like a freaking computer, who are able to like have like the strongest photogenic memories were autistic and stuff like that. It's weird. Like with Symmetra, it makes sense because everything has to be perfect with her. Everything has to be of a standard, and everything has to be in the right place at the right time and perfect. And it's very OCD driven and everything, which is another side of autism that people don't really see. The only problem is now everyone was already saying, "Oh, you play Symmetra, that's autistic," like as an insult. And like autism is used as an insult online these days anyway, which sucks. But what are you going to do? So is gay, so is retard, so is faggot. All these words are thrown around all the time. But now it's like everyone's just gonna be like, well, I'm not wrong, Symmetra is autistic. So I'm not looking forward to that aspect of things, but I really like that the characters in Overwatch aren't perfect. So some of them have like actual human flaws, and they're not just pin-up models. They're not just like, as I said, some of them have fucked up histories. Some of them are missing arms. Some of them are missing jaws. Wait, I don't think Genji's actually missing a jaw. I remember thinking he did, but then we saw the new comic, and it seemed like he like has... Because that was cool, because Genji I thought was like all robot. He just had a face. And then they showed off the new comic, and it showed him training with Tracer, and he had like his whole arm. So it seems like that arm might be just covered in armor, which I thought was awesome. I don't know, I like Overwatch, it's cool. It's very inclusive. The characters are as imperfect as us. You sure are. Well, except Reaper, because he's perfect. Reaper here. I can't do it now because I've been talking too long. You need a good throat to be able to do that voice. My son is autistic, but he is very smart. Yeah. Some autistic people are the smartest of us. Because again, there's a lot more to autism than just, oh, that person's dumb, they can't think fast. Like that's not what autism is. Have you ever tried gelato? I've heard gelato before. Do I know what gelato is? That's gelato? It's just Italian ice cream? I thought gelato was like a jelly dessert. Gelato, gelatinous, jelly. I might have had it actually. not known it. No one's ever gone to me like, hey, let's go get gelato. Or gelato. So I don't know. Maybe. Not that I can remember. Not that it's been apparent to me. Why are you constantly smelling your fingers? I'm not. I'm just resting my fingers on my mustache. And like stroking the hairs and playing with them. If you had facial hair, you'd know. Anybody who's had facial hair has done this. It's just like a fidget toy at one point. I give up on Jack noticing me. See what happened, Philippa? He gave up, and that's when I came swooping in. How old are you? I am 27 years old. 3 years until 30. This syncs perfectly with the music. Will you ever play Yandere Sim again? Yeah. I'm sure I'll get back to it eventually. Which is cool, because I think, didn't Tiny Build take up Yandere Sim? Publisher, Tiny Build Games, yeah. Which is awesome, because he was working on the game on his own for a long time, but now they're the publisher. Which means they'll probably help out with the funding, and the game might get made faster, which I think is really cool. Makes me really happy. Because whatever about the Yandere game, whatever you think about what's actually in the content of the game, the dude seems like he has a decent heart. And that his mind is in the right place and he's trying to just make a game. And I can't bash that. I can't bash the guy's passion. Somebody posted a picture of a meme. It says, "Damn it, not now, Jack, I'm working." It's like source code on monitors and there's just a Jack Daniels peeking out from behind the monitor. That's good. I like that one. Why can't people accept differerences? I mean, nobody's perfect. I mean, you just answered your own question. Nobody's perfect. And a lot of unacceptance with things is very deep-rooted. And it comes from, like, people's upbringing. It's like nobody's born with prejudice. Nobody's born hating other races. No one's born hating other sexualities, anything like that. It depends on like their surrounding when they're brought up. I mean, there's probably more to it. There's probably chemical reasons for these types of things in your brain or whatever, but it's just that some people are intolerant, and that's just the way they are. And in some ways they can't help it, and in other ways they should just try and be more open-minded and learn. I don't know. That's a very big discussion. And it sucks, but I mean, that's the way the world is. If it's... You wouldn't get something worth having unless you had to fight for it, so... Any people going through any of that stuff, then being unaccepted for your differences, then keep up the struggle, keep up the fight. Because if it's worth it to you, then that's all that matters. Nature versus nurture theory. Yeah. I mean, I'm not well versed enough in all that. Like child psychology and upbringings and whether it's a thing in your brain as you're born or if it's passed down hereditarily. It's probably not even a fucking word. Or if it actually is just all your upbringing and the stuff you learn from your parents or your family growing up. I don't know. What I do know is that everybody has the capacity to change. And that's worth something. That everybody has the capacity to open up their mind and change who they are and be more accepting. And I always, I guess to a fault, I kind of give people the benefit of the doubt that sure, they might say some fucked up things, but maybe they didn't mean it all that much, and if they double down on it and then they just keep going away with it, then it's kind of like, well, okay, you're a bit lost, but I'm always open to the idea of being able to change some people's minds. Sing for us, you glorious bastard. All the way to fucking Victory Town. All the way. Feels good to be a winner. Every now and then. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe. Sorry, I didn't take it seriously. I've been talking all day. My voice isn't in the best condition to be going and singing. And it's one of those things that if I'm going to sing, I want to make sure it's right. So I don't want people to go, oh, wait, no, he can't sing. Never do that ever again. Because that's embarrassing. Do you have any advice on how to stop being mean to people? I mean, if you know you're being mean to someone, then, I mean, I don't know what I can really tell you. Just stop being mean. Just think outside yourself when those types of things happen. Think about the other person. Think about what you're actually saying and the damage it can do. Like, examples being, like whenever I upload something on YouTube, or if I upload something and then people start talking about it on Tumblr, or like when I uploaded Night in the Woods, so many people, it was the same thing with Undertale at the time, so many people who were in the fandoms already start lashing out. It's like, oh, Jacksepticeye played this game. It's like, oh, the fandom was nice while it lasted. And like, it's such a shitty mentality. I'm like, I'm sorry I'm playing this game that you thought was good enough to keep all to yourself. And it's like a very selfish thing. And then it's like, oh, how dare I play this really great game and try and bring more people into this great game and show off a great game to more people. Like, all it takes is a few minutes to think beyond what you're actually saying and think how it's going to affect somebody else. And then people are like, if I react to that, people say, oh, I didn't actually think you'd see that. Well, whatever. So it's like, well, why did you post it? It's online. Anything you post online can be seen by anybody at any time. Even the person that you're meaning it towards. And just because I'm a YouTuber, and just because for some reason you think that I'm not going to see this, does not mean that you should post it. If you post something and you think somebody's going to see it and that's going to make you feel different about how you're posting it, then that probably means that you shouldn't be posting it. If you're sitting here and you're like, that person's a dick, and then you're like, oh, but if they saw that then, oh, I didn't mean it, I was just joking, then that means you probably shouldn't post that, because it means you feel bad about what you're posting and you're not thinking beyond the ramifications of anonymity online. So I'd say just think. Just be mindful of how others are feeling and what others are going through, and that, as I said before, we're all just a ball of atoms sitting on a big pile of dirt flying around a ball of fire amidst billions of other balls of fire, light years in diameter, surrounded by other quadrillions of balls of fire with just meaningless dust. It sounds like it would give you an existential crisis, and it sounds like it should be scary or something, but it's just like, when you think about the grand scheme of things, it's like like, these types of problems, they don't mean a whole lot. Just have fun and do what you want and live life to the max and not get bogged down by petty shit all the time. It's like, life is so worth living, and life is awesome, and life can be incredible and give you so much joy and happiness. I kind of went off on a tangent, sorry. Jack, you always tell us about your brothers and your dad, but you never tell us about your mother or your sisters. You should tell us about them. there's not a whole lot to tell, really. I mean, like, your family's pretty normal. And I was never very close to much of my family growing up. So, I don't know. Not that that's sad or anything. But my mother's cool. My mother's quirky in her own way. I think if you met my mother, you'd understand a lot of why I am the way I am. She's very bouncy and bubbly at times. I met with my oldest sister actually today. Me and Sina went to have lunch with her. And that was really nice. And we got to talk. It's her birthday tomorrow, actually. Actually, it's 12:12 a.m. now. So, to Susan, happy birthday! I hope you have a good day. Not that she'd be watching this, but just in case. And then the sister, not my oldest sister, my other sister, I found out yesterday that she's pregnant for the first time, which is really cool. And I'm happy for her. And she seems happy, so I'm very happy for her. And it's so weird, because she was the one I was closest to growing up, and now it's hard to think that she's going to have a child. So bizarre. Everyone's grown up. Everyone's adults. I can't believe I'm almost 30. Jesus Christ. Not that 30 is bad, it's just 30 is that number that everyone, like, dwells on. And the fact that I'm so close to it, when it's still in my head, I feel like I'm, like, 24. So bizarre. So yeah, there's not a whole lot to talk about with my family, really. I don't mean that in a negative way, like they're boring or anything. It's just regular old people. Are you going live with Felix tomorrow? No. I'm interested to see what they get up to, though. The Net Glow live stream. I'll definitely be checking it out. I want to see what's going on. Hopefully I'll be on one when I move there. He said that he'd like to have me on, so that'll be fun. I hear you like the VHS aesthetic. You could check out Local 58 on YouTube. Definitely worth it. Favorite series. Ooh. Local 58. I will definitely do that. I'm bookmarking it right now. Thank you, Matt. I would be damned if Jacksepticeye read one of my tweets. Well, Derek, stranger things have happened. Stranger Things has happened. It's about to happen again, season 2. Really looking forward to that as well. That's going to be cool. I think Dashy XP is louder than Jacksepticeye, and that's saying a lot. Yeah, I'd say Dashy's louder than me. He also clips his microphone more. So I think he still uses like a Blue Yeti. Whereas I have like so much audio stuff running into my mic and afterwards, so I don't clip the mic. Being loud, by the way, is not the same as clipping my mic. Everyone says, like, Jack, you're clipping your mic. Sometimes I do, but not as much as people think. They're like, oh, you're really loud, you're clipping your mic. No, loudness is not clipping. But Dashy clips his mic all the fucking time. But I have, like, noise reduction, filters, a compressor, equalizer, everything running over my voice afterwards, because I record the audio through my mic super low and it doesn't come out that loud, and then afterwards I'll put compressors and everything on it to balance it all out, so my loudest loud is the same level as my lowest low, so you're never like having to turn it up and down all the time, which is something that I learned obviously in college and everything, but I take great care of my audio. So, like, what I'm trying to say is that the stuff that's coming out doesn't sound as loud as it actually is sometimes. I'm still loud, but it's cut off, so it doesn't deafen you. It doesn't, like, break your ears. It doesn't clip the mic, and it doesn't, I don't know, break my microphone. If you were here in person, it would be much louder. You didn't see anything. I didn't dribble. Shut up. Nope. Nope. Oh, would you look at that? We're 2 hours into the live stream. Time to end it. Not because I dribbled or anything, but because I actually was going to end it anyway. But But again, this was fun. I really liked it. I like these sessions that we have. I don't know if it's going to continue being a weekly thing. I don't want to jinx it because it's been going for like 3 weeks, 3 for 3 so far, and I'm really happy with that, and I really like that. And I'll hopefully do it again next week. When's next week? 14th, 15th, and 16th. Yeah. I don't think I have a whole lot going on until we're moving, which is not definite at all yet. We're just trying to get stuff done, and when we're ready, we're ready. But this was fun. I'm going to end the stream now. I know it sounded like I was joking, but I actually am. Because it's midnight here, and it's time to go chill out. Maybe play some Overwatch. Maybe watch some movies. I don't know. The world is my oyster cake. But this was fun. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Those of you, those 14,000 of you who have been here this entire time. And any of you who showed up. Not just those people. It really means a lot to me that you'd still tune into these every time and hang out. It's cool. It's fun. We always talk about new stuff all the time. And it really makes me happy. So, thanks guys! See you later! Bye! Everybody wave. Everybody wave at the camera. Bye. And the music stopped.